Is anybody going to get kicked out? And again, this is not a normal question, but apparently it's normal for where we are. 44% chance that someone gets kicked out. Nikki, if someone got kicked out, who would it be?
Ilhan Omar. I'll give that
Ilhan Omar,
guess.
good guess.
Yeah.
Wills?
I got to excuse my pronunciation, but Sri Tharanda. He has already said that he is going to do something to get kicked out. So
There you go.
yeah, he's put the money on it. So if that is an option on Polymarket, I'm definitely
Okay.
putting my money in. What it's going to
This is not a specific person, but I think it'll be the guest of someone, not a member of Congress. But all these members have brought these like amateur guests, and I bet one of them just heckles to such an extreme they get
Or
kicked out.
or it could be an Epstein survivor who
Yeah, but
starts
that's what I mean.
shouting him
That's what I
down.
mean. Somebody's guest like that. Katie, you want to try one more time?
Thomas Massey, maybe, if Trump turns on him. But yeah, I think some of the if you look at Ro Khanna's guest, for example, with the
Yeah.
MAGA already
Yeah.
criticizing him.
Okay, here's my last question on somebody getting kicked out. Just thought of it. What would be the biggest news story? Who getting kicked out would be the biggest news story? Wills.
Melania Trump getting kicked out.
All right. I mean somebody who
Sorry.
might get kicked out.
I think a group of people getting kicked out, like a large group, whether it's
Large
a
group.
walkout. I know
Yeah.
that's sort of technically kicking out, but leaving a lot of empty seats in Congress, like, that's going to be a huge
Yeah.
story and not a great. I mean, actually, Trump might love it as a visual, but it's not going to be a great visual when people wake up in the morning and see it on news websites like the Daily Mail or see it in paper.
Yeah. Nikki, who would be the
I've
biggest
got
story?
I've got two thoughts. Nancy Pelosi
Yeah.
or Amy Coney Barrett.
Those are both big. I was going to say John Roberts.
Oh
Katie?
yeah, yeah.
I think if it was an Epstein victim, because it would just bring the story up. And of course, if Donald Trump was kicked out, but that is probably impossible.
He kicked himself out. Just saw a report that Congressman Massey, this will be the least surprising thing I tell you tonight, plans to sit with the Democrats as a show of bipartisanship, which members have done in past years, but not in the Trump era typically. Okay, as we know, lots of Democrats plan not to attend. Don't know the full number, but last report I saw was getting close to 100. Here's Congresswoman Angie Craig of Minnesota on her view of why she's not going. Number 4, please.
And I'll just end with this. I would rather stick forks in my eyes than be here tonight to listen to Donald Trump talk about the State of the Union. But this is the people's house, and I will not abandon the people's house. And that is why I feel it's really important to bring Angel Silva here to represent and have Donald Trump have to look in the face tonight the people that he has hurt across our country.
Here, number 5 is the Speaker of the House on what he thinks of Democrats boycotting the address.
Shameful that they would boycott an address. We don't do that. Republicans don't do that. It doesn't matter if there's a president from the opposing party. We don't skip out. Our constituents want and need us to be here. Every member of this House represents over 750,000 people. They're disenfranchised if you're not sitting in the seat to be a part of the role and the responsibility of Congress. I think it's shameful. Republicans have a far simpler and far superior message for Americans watching at home. We're putting more money back in your pockets. We're restoring peace through strength. We're defending our border and deporting criminal illegal aliens. We're standing up for American industry and manufacturing. And we're making American workers, not foreign countries, the clear winners in this American economy. Those are not talking points. That is what we have delivered. It's called Republican results. And we are proud to run on that message in this fateful midterm election year.
I'm curious what people in the two-way community think of Democrats skipping the address, whether you think that's a good idea, bad idea, or whether you're offended by it. If you got a point of view on that, raise your hand. Maybe we'll take some questions early on because we do lose Wills at the bottom of the hour. So raise your hand if you want to get in on that question. All right, let's go to Aaron. Aaron, welcome in. What do you think of Democrats who are choosing to skip it after you unmute? Tell folks where you are, what's on your mind on that question.
I'm in Kentucky. I think it's just par for the course for them not respecting elections whenever Republicans win. It's almost like they don't even think that he's a legitimate president. Nancy Pelosi ripping up papers and everything is just par for the course for that. In my mind, I think it's disgraceful. So I would hope that all Republicans would go whenever Democrat presidents are in, and the Democrats should do the same. So
thank you for that. Jennifer, welcome in. What do you think?
Hey, Mark. I think it's disgraceful. I think they're walking the line of going overboard and looking hateful and petty, because I have seen some things online that I just can't believe. I think like Susan Crabtree texted or asked Gavin Newsom's uh, campaign manager for a comment, and they told her to F off. Like, what is going on with these people? It's just the decor. We have to have some respect for something, and it's so disappointing. And I think they're walking the line of taking it too far. I really do.
Jennifer, which offends you more? Some Democrats not attending the State of the Union, or President Trump account posting a photo of the Obamas as monkeys?
I called in on that. I thought that was awful as well. But I think that was a stupid boomer mistake. I'm not excusing it in any possible way. He says a lot of things I hate. But I think we have a lot of other things as a country to contend with, especially this Iran war that no one seems to know what we're doing. Like, why are we going? No one's explained that to the American people. No one is for that, from what I understand. We've got the affordability crisis. I think this Epstein thing has gone wildly, like, crazy. And
Jennifer,
I just think,
what's one topic you want the president to talk about tonight that you're worried that he won't?
I want him to honestly address the economy. He gets up there all the time. I can't even listen to it sometimes. And, everything's great. We've got the hottest country. And a lot of people are not feeling that. And he's doing the Joe Biden thing where he just gets up there and says, it's great. You just don't understand that it's great. And it's losing
Nikki,
him support
sorry.
every day. Every day
Nikki,
he's losing support.
Question for Jennifer, Nikki?
No, actually, I just wanted to say that, Jennifer, that was you said that more eloquently than I did, which I was sort of trying to make that point in my sort of opener. It seems like, and I've asked Republicans about this too, how is Trump not basically repeating the same missteps of Joe Biden by being like, a hype guy about the economy when people literally can't afford, I guess, we can afford eggs now, but, housing or what have you. And so, I mean, I think there's a way that you can thread that needle, but I'm not sure if Trump can possibly do that.
Will. Sorry, Nikki. Go ahead, Wills.
And I agree with Nikki. I agree with Nikki. Jennifer, you put that very elegantly. I think tonight Trump is at saying, he's going to say this is the hottest country in the world. He's going to say it over and over again. He's going to say probably trillions many, many times, which is one of his favorite words. But he's actually got to put in place what he's going to do, like how he's going to pull this forward and how he's going to improve the affordability crisis, how he's going to affect pocketbooks, how he's going to affect people's wallets. That's the crutch issue. And that's, again, going back to why the Republicans won in 2024, why it was a seven swing state rout of Kamala Harris. He's actually got to have this substance. Talking about successes and talking about how this is the golden age. So what does this mean? How is the normal person, how is everyone going to feel that this is the golden age? Trump may feel this is the golden age and the people around him, but he has to actually get that down. Tax cuts is potentially one way of doing that, but he's got to bring something to action, and he's got to do it quickly because the midterms are going to come around very quickly. And if what it looks like is going to happen, the Democrats are going to take over the majority, then he is going to face a lot of pressure, investigations, scrutiny, constant. So the substance of this speech is key. He's going to make there's a lot of headline words. This is what Trump knows how to do, and he's very good at doing it. Big statements, but now it's time for substance and how he's going to pull the affordability crisis from a crisis and give some solutions.
Yeah, thank you. Ryan, thoughts on the Democrats or the evening at large?
Yeah, appreciate that, Mark. It's honestly pathetic and childish. I feel like every year it's more and more theatrics. I'd like to see less theatrics, and honestly, I want Trump to do a short speech too. This tendency to ramble really dilutes his message. But yeah, the theatrics, it's sad and childish. It's not Hollywood, it's DC.
Cozy Earth, ladies and gentlemen, giving you 20% off everything on the site with the promo code Two-way. If you don't own a bubble cuddle blanket, it's freezing in my apartment today, and I don't like to turn on the heat. So the whole family just snuggles under the bubble cuddle blanket. It keeps you warmer than any blanket you've ever had. It's soft, it's beautiful, comes in a variety of colors, and it's 20% off, as are everything else on the site. Baja bedding set. First collection set from Cozy Earth that has everything matching. Comes with like 42 things that match. Luxe bath towel set, also available, 20% off. And then, of course, the award-winning pants, all available to you right now. Start your new year off right. Give your home the luxury it deserves. Go to CozyEarth.com. Use the promo code TWOWAY. If you get the post-purchase survey that says how you heard about Cozy Earth, make sure you mention Two-Way tonight, or me personally. They know me. Refresh your routines with comfort that makes every day feel like a new year. CozyEarth.com, promo code TWOWAY, 20% off. They say that something that's easy is like a walk in the park. Well, easier than a walk in the park, hit the subscribe button, be part of the Two-Way community, never miss an episode, be part of our conversations. Thank you for your service to America. And don't forget, you can now listen to the morning meeting and Two-Way tonight on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.